Hey, what's up everybody? In today's video, I just want to show you some technique that I've been using lately for background design. Okay, I use it for this design and I also use it for this design. And let me just show you for this design. Okay, I've been using this technique for a while now and I really like it because it just gives me this feeling that I'm always going for this certain kind of designs. Okay, so it's very easy to make. If you look at it, there's this kind of noise and some blur. It's really a nice combo. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, let's dive right into it. Okay, the first thing you just need to do is to create a document. Let's say you're working on the Instagram size and this is the only element. Okay, I've already dragged it to this part, to this third part of the design. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to create a solid. Okay, go to the adjustment layer and create solid. Okay, most times in this case I always use pure black because I just want that feeling. Okay, I'm just going to drag it behind this one so that we have this background. Then I may come to my folder here. I just have some smoke. I may take any one. I don't know which one to take right now, but let me just take this one. Anyone would do. Okay, let's just make it something like this. Okay, I think we are fine. Okay, so now that we have this combination, okay, on its own like this, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, how do you blend this background now to make sense? Okay, on this adjustment layer, let's turn off this smoke first. We don't want it. We're just going to go to filter and we're going to go to noise. Okay, and we're going to say add noise. Okay, it's one of my favorite things these days. So let's say convert to smart objects and we are just going to add some noise. Okay, this noise is too much, so let's just drop it down till it gives that little noise, okay, in the background. Okay, the reason why giving noise to your design sometimes makes sense is because in real life, I think this is okay. In real life, nothing is smooth. Okay, no matter how smooth you think the thing is, it actually just have this texture, and once you can give that texture to your design, it's just going to give it that real life feeling, and it makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, we have some grains there now, and for this one we're going to add some blur. So we'll go to filter and go for blur. Okay, come blur and say Gaussian blur. Okay, and we're just going to make it really smooth. Okay, let's crank this up. Oh, I'm working on the wrong layer. Oh, sorry, let's cancel that. I'm working on the fill color instead of this one. Okay, let's just click OK. Let me just show you this trick. Let's click OK. So instead of canceling the whole process, we're going to take this Gaussian blur and drag it on top of this one. So you just need to hold down. You can just drag it. Okay, just drag it on top. It's going to leave this layer and move on to this. Okay, remember it's a smart object, so it's going to add as a smart filter. Okay, so we have this now, and I think blur is too much, so we're just going to double tap on this blur here and it's going to open up the tab again so we can continue with our editing. So let's drag down this blur. I think the blur is too much. I think I kind of don't know. I don't just like this. Okay, let's rotate this. Let's rotate this. I think I want something like this. Let me check. It's giving the feeling now, but this place is too much. So what I'll do is I just want to take down the opacity, and it's kind of giving the feeling already. Okay, I don't want to rotate it that way. Let me click OK. Yep. Okay, but right here we are having this weird line. I don't want that. So what we'll do now, come to this adjustment layer here, and we're going to create a layer mask on it. So while on this layer mask, hit B on your keyboard, your brush is going to come out, and let's just take down the size. And by taking that the size, you can actually right click and here is the size. Okay, you can actually reduce the size, and I think our brush hardness is too much, so let's undo that. Okay, it's actually 0, don't know why. So let's turn down the flow so that we can have this smooth edge. Okay, nice. So that with that, let's increase this brush size and we can have this smooth fade in. And also we can still take down the opacity of this smoke so it doesn't distract. So let's go back to our move tool, and we can just position it the way we want it. And I think we okay. Let me still take down this opacity a bit. I don't want it to overtake our design. Remember, we're still going to put this on this, not like in this tutorial, but I'm just showing you how I was able to come up with this background. Let me show you. Is it this one? So let me just show you. So we have this background here. Okay, this is the one I made for this, and look at the one we just made, and you can see there is absolutely no difference. Okay, so I'm using the noise and the blur at the same time to achieve this. Okay, and for this one, it's just the same. What I did here was this one. So this one was made to actually cover the whole background. Then I clicked OK. So the noise that I actually did now, I will just need to drag it on top of this one, so that we don't even go through the process of adding noise again. Or else what we're supposed to do is to come here, noise, filter, and come to noise and all of that. Let's just do it. Okay, so we'll come to noise, add noise. Okay, so let's add some noise so that it looks like this. Okay, so what we have now, we've added some noise. So if you zoom in now, you see that we have some noise going on in there. So we're going to do the same thing again, like the blur. We're going to add some blur. Let's go to filter, go to Gaussian blur. Okay, and now we have both. Okay, let's click OK. It's like doing two things at the same time on a design. Okay, let's take it down a bit. Let's take it down. I don't know, let me crank it up. Let's see. Okay, let's click OK. Let's try to make this noise be above this one. Okay, so one is going to be hiding the other. Okay, so we have the noise on top, then we have the Gaussian. Okay, so we are working with the blur now. Let's see how much of the blur we can get, and let's just click OK, and let's see. So we have this you can see it almost looks like a glass, like it's blurry, it's textured at the same time. So if you go back to the one I made, it's almost the same thing. You can see that it's kind of having this glassy nature. Okay, so we have it the same here. Okay, the next thing we need to do is to bring in something like exposure, curve. Let's use exposure. I just want to bring down the lights, okay, to be able to control it, because I want to create contrast, so that whatever we'll be placing on top, just like what I did here. Let me just show you, so that when I brought the element can actually show properly. And I think we're just trying to control the visual flow, so that the background is dark or you're placing on it is light. Just if what you're placing on it is dark, then the background should be light, so that you can actually separate your foreground from your background. Okay, and that's just design technique there, and we're able to achieve this background. Okay, we're already done with the design, we're already done with the background, what I want to teach here, but I just want to add something. Let's add some lights. Okay, I love light. And let's click on brush tool. Let's make this one really big and make sure it's white, and let's just give it a touch from here. I can see the light is fading in here because our foreground color is white. We can actually take black, and we can actually just control the black here. And sometimes, let me show you this also. You may not notice this, but in our design there's actually this black. Let me see. Let me see. There's actually this light that you don't see, which is this one. Let me unlock these layers. Okay, there's this black. Okay, this black that's just there. Okay, just control the light, because when your design elements are here, you just want a little fade. And also we also have it here, this light. Okay, It's just the same with what I did here now. When I use my brush tool, let me show you. When I use my brush tool, okay, it's not that difficult. These things are just thinking. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the video. If you find it helpful, please hit the like button. If this is your first time, please hit the subscribe button. And today is the 72 of me teaching what I know as a graphic designer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.